Hey everyone, welcome back. I'm Yahni for those of you that don't know me already, and today I'm going to kind of talk about a controversial subject, discipline. My personal preference for my home. What's the matter? Like I was saying, this is not a I think I'm right, you're wrong, or anything. This is the way that I've chosen to go about disciplining Asher, this next one. So please know there is no judgment here whatsoever. My heart is to believe that every parent out there is doing the very best they can in their situation, their moment, and my heart goes out to you. The important thing is that we keep trying to correct ourselves and get better, and we love our kids. So let's not judge. Don't judge me. Getting into the subject, I personally do not spank because there have been a couple times where I have responded to a horrible tantrum. Don't know what else to do. Stop for a second so I can clear my head. I don't like the way I feel in those moments. I just don't like the way I feel. I feel convicted within myself that I could have done better or been more patient, walked away, go out the front door and just stop and collect. Remember, they are dealing with real big emotions. Anger and frustration, anxiety, fear, these are all real big emotions, which sometimes as adults, we don't even react in a healthy way. So just having more grace in those situations for me has been a huge necessity in learning. And I believe in apologizing, showing them with you that you're never too old to make mistakes or recognize and make amends for them. Doesn't matter who it is, everyone deserves respect and acknowledgement, especially whenever you've done something to hurt or wrong them. So I have gotten down, explained my heart to Asher, asked for his forgiveness. The second thing of when I have used the spanking method is there is a real fear in this child's heart when I react that way. It's not something that just stops then and there. It leaks into the weeks. I've never spanking with my hand unless there have been those moments where he gets into something or he actually will get upset and he, as you know, has hit me in the face or something. And out of reaction, oh man, I went up and I apologized right after it happened. Had him understand honey, this is one thing that can happen if you choose to hit people, is they will hit back. And I did not mean to, I'm so sorry, but you needed to know how that felt, and he's made a connection. It's only ever happened a couple times. He's very sweet, conscious child. That is one of our rules, is that we don't hit our people in any way. And if something we're doing is hurting them, regardless if we're playing or there's no reason behind it. At the end of the day, I just had to go against that form of discipline.
When people win, sometimes people don't get. When people win, sometimes people can't win. Sometimes they lose and win. Spider-Man won. He won the vision, but Spider-Man won the vision.
When and how I deal with tantrums. When a tantrum arises, I prepare myself for battle mentally. The battle is not reacting to the action. It can really test me sometimes because he will use phrases when he's done something, and most of the time he will tell on himself when he's done something because he knows he's done it. And we have always had this talk, and I've always said, if you tell me before I find out, there will be more grace. Smart kid, because he's recognized the difference between when I find out and there is not as much grace as when he has told me, and there is much grace extended. Superheroes, comics and stuff, where it's just he gets these phrases and they're just, like, they're not nice. And I don't want him thinking that you can say that to other kids when he does get the chance to hang out with other kids. Because sometimes they don't realize he's quoting Ultimate Spider-Man episodes, which he does. He'll go back to a scene. He'll just keep going back to it and like play the same thing, reenacting that, working on his moves, he says. It's really cute. So anyway, along with tantrums, sometimes these phrases will come out in his frustration or his anger, and I have to address it. Then he'll, mom, 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 mom. Yes, Azure. Why are you interrupting me?
Oh, how not Asher?
You're hurting my feelings. Or
I am not hurting your feelings.
I'm telling the people what you say to me sometimes.
I am not.
Basically, the point is he will communicate with me how or something that I'm doing that's making him feel a certain kind of way. When something happens and Asher's throwing a tantrum, wait for the right moment for a pause in whatever he's doing to say, dude, can't talk to me like that. I try to be very calm, not raise my voice. When I do get more irritated and it comes out in my voice, I will say, Mom, we don't yell. I'll try and not get like offensive. Okay, if that's how you feel, if you feel like I'm yelling, I'll readjust and I will explain to him why he cannot behave the way he's behaving. Calm down, or, just, again, bringing attention behind the reason for, like, why was this a thing? And not shaming him for it. And that's a big thing. The more I make it seem like he's done something wrong, the more he will just clam up, freak out. He just gets very affected. So I have to make it seem as normal and natural as possible. These things happen. What's important now, we can't do anything about what just happened. What's important right now is figuring out what we need to do to not let that be a thing again. That wasn't pleasant, right? I'd be like, I didn't like that. And I will tell him, I didn't like that either. Or he'll tell me, like, I'm hurting his feelings, or that I'm hurting his heart, or something that I say. I acknowledge that by telling him I'm sorry. I do not mean to hurt his heart or his feelings. Whatever it is, there's nothing really I can do about it right now. I am just asking him to not treat me disrespectfully. If that doesn't work, you're probably like, oh my gosh, that never works. Sometimes it takes longer than other for me to just stand there and let him get it out. I don't show him any anger. I just stare at him. He'll get that moment, nothing's happening, and he'll stop, and I will just reiterate what's gonna happen if he continues to act out these feelings like this. He's gonna have to go be alone. Go sit in his chair. My biggest desire in his young years that he is never carrying any kind of thought or feeling that he cannot come to Pierre and I about whatever. This is a safe place. This will always be his safe place to express himself, discuss whatever it is that he needs to discuss, bring it on, but let's work it out together. It is more important to me that he is able to communicate however it is that he's feeling, whether it is feeling betrayed by me because I'm not understanding his feelings for whatever reason. Cool. And we'll work on that. I still do hold that accountability. It's not that I just give in to his feelings. It's not that at all. I acknowledge his feelings with him. He doesn't have to go through his feelings alone. Our children will take something from how we've dealt with them in these moments, lashing out later because they have only been obeying us in fear. Or there's the other alternative, which is they get into an abusive relationship where they're constantly being walked over. They take a very long time of finding their own voice and standing up for themselves and learning how to, in a healthy way, communicate what they need, how they're hurting, what it is they're feeling, setting the foundation of healthy communication, healthy boundaries, respect. I love him and I do want what's best for him. Sometimes we can take a long time getting through it because we're also working through your feelings. That is my job. That is what I'm here for. That is what I signed up for when I chose to be a full-time mom. That is what I am convicted of. So, bless you. Ew, you had your mask on.
What?
if you're gonna sneeze, like, if you're gonna sneeze, you have to lift your mask up, okay? See, looking good. So, that's pretty much all of it. If you have any comments or questions, please share with me. If you haven't already, like, subscribe, helps your girl out. All right, well, that's it for me. Until next time, I hope you all have a wonderful day.